complete bullshit. I'm pissed.
Tom, what can you see now? Is it double? Like, what are you seeing when you try to open your eye?
I can hardly open my eye. Look. Fucking double poke, both eyeballs.
Great showing, shitty ending, you know. I think that after the Jones fight, a lot of people wrote Ciryl Gane off. He looked damn good tonight.
Have you got any medical update on Tom, or is it still too soon?
He's on his way to the hospital.
It would seem obvious that a rematch is right on the cards. Would you like to just rebook these guys as soon as Tom is able to get back in there?
Total pain in the ass, but yes.
Any potential timeline for that? Like maybe January, the kick off the Paramount card?
Yeah, I mean, they're both in shape, other than whatever's wrong with his eye. You know, both guys are not injured, or so as soon as possible.
What does it take to make an eye poke intentional, and is there even a way you could ever prove that?
Who gives a shit? What are you gonna do? After the Jones fight, a lot of people wrote Ciryl Gane off. He looked damn good tonight.
Would you like to just rebook these guys as soon as Tom is able to get back in there?
Total pain in the ass, but yes, as soon as possible. It's unfortunate that it ended the way that it did, and yes, I think that there probably will be a lot more interest in the rematch after they saw, you know, he had Tom bloodied up, and you know, Tom didn't want to continue in the fight, so the rematch is very interesting.
To fight with one eye is very common. The opponent's trying to hit your eye. He's trying to bust up and make your nose bleed. So that part of it does have question for guys like Anthony and I. We're trying to be polite. We're trying to show grace. But in all fairness, if you're the heavyweight champion of the world, you got to fight with one eye at times. I thought that the fight was turning out to be a little bit harder than perhaps Tom had expected. He's never been to a third round of a fight, just for example. So the question is, how are you going to respond when things get tough? But there was something about the way that the story was being told, the way that it was being held on the eye and never removed. Right. And it was just being held on there oddly. And I've checked out of fights before. Yeah. I know what it looks like. And I knew that he was done.
Here it is in real time.
You have to be used to or willing to fight with one eye. I did it in Singapore. You never say, I can't see, if you want to continue to fight. Like, you find a way to get away from the doctor. If you want to fight, you can fight.
He said, I got poked in the eye, I can't see. If you got poked in the eye and you're injured, we have a totally different conversation. If you get poked in the eye and you can't see, generally in our sport, that's just something you've got to push through.
The stage was set for a landmark moment. Two of the most explosive heavyweights in the world, champion Tom Aspinall and former interim champion Ciryl Gane, headlining UFC 321 in Abu Dhabi. Everything about the build-up screamed big. Title on the line, major headline, global audience. But instead of a defining war, the night ended in shock. A double eye poke, a no contest, and the heavyweight division left reeling. And in the middle of it all, Jon Jones, ever the provocateur, jumped in with a social media jab that ignited even more fire. What followed was bad optics, fan anger, medical drama, and now a rematch plan that the UFC is scrambling to lock in. Let's break it all down. From the bell they went at it. Aspinall pressing forward with heavy hands, Gane floating like only he can, throwing combinations and feints. For a moment, it looked like we were in for a genuine contender-class heavyweight fight. Then, late in round one, disaster. Gane's fingers found both of Aspinall's eyes in a strike that looked like a cupping motion gone wrong. The challenger was warned earlier in the round for similar strikes. Aspinall visibly flinches, his eyelid won't open properly. The referee asks, "Can you continue?" He shakes his head. The doctor enters. Crowd noise turns to boos. And at 4:35 of round one, the bout is halted. The result? No contest. This is only one of the very few title fight no contests in UFC history. The champ retains, but under the most unsatisfying of terms. Both fighters look devastated in the cage. Gane sinks to his knees. The crowd slowly files out. Backstage, Aspinall laments. All that training for that. What the f is he doing? He said he was warned twice before. In his own words, "I've just got fucking poked knuckle deep in the eyeball. I can hardly open my eye." For the fans, it was anticlimax. For the fighters, a nightmare. Enter Jon Jones. Not competing, yet, but never quiet. Within minutes of the official result, Jones posted an Instagram story mocking Aspinall. The post disappeared quickly, but not before screenshots circulated. His message? Subtext loud. "See you," one meme said. "This is how it ends," quipped another. Social media exploded. Jon never misses a chance to throw shade. Of course he's laughing. He never defended the belt either. Tom folded under pressure, read the commentator's quip. Then the counterpoint. Jon's been in plenty of eye poke wars himself. Jones didn't officially issue a statement, but the moment laid down unmistakable tension. He's still watching, still calculating, and still baiting. It added a whole other layer to the division's narrative. If Aspinall is going to look up at someone, Jones is the looming ghost in the picture. The Twitter/X feeds lit up. Inside the UFC bubble and out, voices thundered. Alex Pereira. Let's make the heavyweight division great again. Calling out bigger fish, all while pointing at the mess. Ariel Helwani. It will end in a no contest. They will no doubt have to run this back right away. Bilal Muhammad. Gane can't be mad. You clearly poked him. Learn to keep your hands closed. If they want to get rid of eye pokes, they need to take a point away instantly. Derek Brunson. Another eye poke. No contest. The heavyweight division is cursed. Megan Anderson. After the whole Jon Jones/Tom Aspinall drama, this is the absolute worst thing possible for the division right now. In fan forums, the debates were brutal. That was a coward's escape. Come on, should have fought with one eye like legends of old. What the hell was the point of booking this fight? Some mocked Aspinall, calling him soft, while others defended him ferociously, pointing to the footage of the poke, the way his face twisted, how one shot can blind a fighter in an instant. Reddit threads exploded. Some fans even argue the incident was purposely allowed to build narrative for a massive rematch. Reddit. Either way, chaos, and the division's credibility took a hit. Post-fight, Aspinall was rushed to the hospital for an ophthalmology check. His father compared the situation to legendary fighter Michael Bisping's eye injury when he said, "What if he loses his eye? He's got kids to look after." UFC President Dana White backed the stoppage, stressed fighter safety, and defended Aspinall's decision to quit the fight. The crowd's boos only added salt to the wound. From a medical standpoint, this wasn't a shake-it-off injury. It required serious evaluation. The rematch isn't just a booking decision, it's contingent on Aspinall's clearance. Here's where the deep search pays off. Yes, the rematch is happening. Dana White confirmed that doing the rematch makes sense. Total pain in the ass, but yes, the rematch makes sense. As soon as possible. Other reports estimate the earliest window is February 2026 in Sydney, because the rest of 2025 is already crowded. Media outlets like CBS Sports list Aspinall vs. Gane as the clear top fight to make post-UFC 321. Here are the variables. Aspinall must recover medically and be cleared. The UFC event calendar must have a slot. Right now, 2025 is locked. Gane must be willing. Reports say he wants the rematch. I'm sorry, he needs it. The narrative must be strong, and right now it's ripe. This no contest doesn't just hurt Aspinall or Gane, it shakes the heavyweight division to its core. Let's look at the pieces. Jon Jones remains inactive, rehabbing. He watched this mess unfold, probably with a smirk. Aspinall, now champion, technically, hasn't defended. His hype train screeched to a halt before it picked up speed. Gane, the former interim champ, needed a big win. He looked good, but this doesn't show on record. New contenders like Pereira are making noise. They smell opportunity. The rematch is the clean line forward. But if it drags or gets delayed, the division risks a credibility hit. Fans won't wait. Some insiders suggest if the rematch can't be immediately booked, the UFC may pivot. Maybe interim title. Maybe Jones jump in. But for now, the money fight is Aspinall versus Gane again. And if you're watching this, you got the chance to say, do you want rematch number 1 now? Or wait and skip these messes? Should the rematch be immediate? Or should Aspinall fight someone else while Gane waits? Let your voice be heard. So what do we have? A title fight that ended in farce. A champion still champion but not changed. A challenger robbed of opportunity. A trolling montage from Jon Jones. And a rematch brewing with maximum stakes. This isn't a finish. It's the opening chapter of a bigger story. One that could reset the heavyweight division. Now it's your turn. Drop a comment. Rematch ASAP. Jump to Jones. New contenders should step in. Smash like, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss when the next chapter drops. Because if you thought this ending was wild, wait till the rematch hits. The heavyweight throne is still on the line. See you in the cage.